Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a full moon in Sagittarius reading. I just wanted to hop on really quickly and put something out because I haven't done one of these in quite some time. So I'm just going to kind of do some intuitive reads and pull out some oracle cards so that we can get some clarity on it. The overall energies that I'm picking up with this full moon is just a lot of transformational change and letting go of things that were really, really holding us back for a really long time and just finally shedding it so that we can move full force forward into a new space, into new places, new arenas, new ways of seeing things, new ways of doing things, new ways of being. And I really feel like it's about aligning with the higher vibrational energies that are trying to come in and trying to usher us to the place that we really actually want to be in. And just making sure that we're fine-tuning ourselves and our paradigms and our beliefs and the way that we interact with others and the way that we interact with our environments so that we can be optimized and able to better align with what's trying to come in. I really feel as if this is kind of like one of those, I don't want to necessarily say last ditch efforts to kind of shift and sort people around into the places that they truly want to be in. But I do kind of feel as if there is some bit of truth to that. I feel like there is this element of us really connecting with the people, our tribes, our truest sense of who we are, and then just naturally going into that. Like, you don't have to force it or make it fit, because I feel like in the past, that's what people had to do because we weren't able to be as authentic as we could be. But at the same time, it's also a little bit more difficult and becoming increasingly difficult to be authentic. So I feel like this energy is really, really pushing people to cut cords where you need to cut them, feel as confident and authentic in whatever it is that you need to, so that you can feel good about the steps that you're taking and the directions that you're moving forward. All right. So I'm going to do several of these readings like I usually do, maybe for about 45 minutes, and just kind of see what we get. This one, I'm just going to go all intuitive on these. All right. So starting with the tarot, on this situation, I'm picking up the energy of someone who's been striving and really, really working hard, probably in a competitive environment, in order to get to a place that will, I'm hearing like mountain out of a molehill. Like, I feel like maybe that means something to someone. So it could be that you're striving to make something happen, and perhaps there are people who may not think that it's a big deal. They might feel like you're making a mountain out of a molehill. I'm also picking up that this could be you are trying to take something with small beginnings and make it into something that's larger. Taking a small thing and making it large, like having the faith of a mustard seed. Mustard seeds are very small and they become these huge trees. You could be having some of that energy. At the same time, there could be other people, perhaps 4 or more other people that are also kind of doing the same thing, maybe having some kind of influence on you, and you're having to really hold your ground and really push for what it is that you believe in order to make this happen. All right. Yeah, I feel like one of the things that you're trying to do here, you could be battling against some sense of like lower vibrational energies. Maybe it's within yourself. It could be, I feel like it could be external to you. I feel like it has to do with people not being able to get a new beginning because of this kind of energy that holds people back. All right. Yeah, I feel like you're wanting to give people the ability to move forward and to gain control of themselves. I feel like you could also be trying to get control of yourself as well, in the sense of kind of being a master of your own, the parts of you that battle within. Like, we all have aspects of ourselves that are battling. You can call it like you got your angel and your demon on either shoulder, and it's like trying to stay in between the two while at the same time staying grounded in the reality that it is that you're trying to move forward into. All right. I'm seeing like you might have like totems, some type of totem that you connect with that allows you to really connect spiritually in the direction that you're wanting to go to. I'm picking up like you could have a bird totem and a bird animal totem. And I'll probably do one of these bird feather messages for you later just because that came up. So I'll move that here. All right. I feel as if you really connect with this bird totem because it allows you to connect with your higher judgment, or you look at it as being something that's reflective of your higher judgment. It could be a hawk. I'm seeing here an eagle. I feel like soaring high. I've got the Queen of Swords here. And if you look in the back, there's like a bird and it's like really high up. But, you know, this is the card also of having good judgment. I feel like you might have people that come to you because they expect that you have good judgment. All right. You may have felt like you were stuck and not quite able to know how best to move forward because you might have been battling maybe differing ideas or competing ideals within yourself of how you wanted to move forward with this or what exactly it was that you wanted to do. But I feel like in the midst of you being stuck with that, you got some enlightenment about what you needed to do to move forward. And because of that, it's giving you a better direction on how to stay grounded and kind of look at the bigger picture of things as you prepare to move forward. Okay. Yeah. And I feel like now that you're able to do that, like you feel loyal to whatever it is that you're doing, and you feel like you're ready to kind of go out into the world and take action. I feel like you're turning your back on things that are causing or asking you to stay in one place and not be able to take action on a bigger playing field here. Okay. Yeah. And then at the root of this, I've got 3 of Pentacles. So for me, that's kind of like using your skills to work together with others. You might be attracting other people who are wanting to work with you because you're able to show a level of professionalism. You're showing that you're able to maintain control within yourself and of your desires and put that together with something that you want to move forward into. Okay. All right. So let's do a bird feather message because that came up as a totem. All right, we actually got 2 here. I have the blackbird and the white turkey. Okay. So it says the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. And the power to heal the earth is within you. So yeah, I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you're wanting to bring healing to the world. With this 2 of Wands, the person is holding a world, an earth, a globe. And I feel as if I feel like as you do work within yourself to kind of balance your own inner earth, that it's projecting outwards and it's allowing you to reach out to do the same and help others, and that you're getting other people who are wanting to work with you as well. Let's do one of these I am the light cards. Okay. All right. I am a warrior. All right. So definitely I'm picking up the energy of someone who is, someone who is like fighting for people that are maybe needing somebody to stand up for them. Okay. All right. So let's do another message here. That was for the first situation. So yeah, I definitely feel like that was kind of speaking to the need to kind of move forward, get clarity, and get grounded on what it is that we're wanting to do so that we can move forward and do what it is that we feel called to do. All right. So I see this card here, all right, as being someone who I feel like is bringing both their masculine and feminine aspects together. And in doing so, it's allowing them to be more clear on at what they want to do at a deeply subconscious level, and also how to take action to make that happen. That's really what I'm seeing here. All right. I feel like this is allowing them to kind of tell the story of who they are. I feel like there was something inside of them that was kind of hidden and was not able to be expressed. And because this person is kind of bringing these 2 elements together, it's allowing them to be more present in their lives and to show up in a way that they may not have felt like they could have before. All right. I'm hearing the song by Natasha Bedford. It's Unwritten. That used to be my jam. I love that song so hard. And it was like my theme song. And it was so funny because it was like over like 10 years ago, at least 10, 12 years ago. And it's still my theme song because no matter where you are in life, that song is always relevant because it feels like your life is unwritten. Like at any point, you may have done things or experienced things, but there's more that you can do. There's always other directions that you can go in. And so it's like the song that doesn't end. Was that Lamb Chop? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this person is feeling, more energetic. They are feeling as if they have some clarity about who they are. I feel like they might be connecting more with their inner child and just feeling just more spiritually aligned and able to move forward in the direction that's going to allow them to be their most authentic self. I feel like, the fact that this person had a story that they weren't able to tell was causing them some stress. They may have had sleepless nights, worried about, not showing up for themselves. They might have not felt like they could compete. They may have been in situations of conflict with others because sometimes when we don't show up as who we are fully, we give off the wrong vibe to people and people feel like they could come and try us and they will try you. And what happens is when you do fully show up in who you are, people can pick up that energy that you're showing up more fully for who you are. And it kind of sends a message also that you shouldn't try it, particularly because I've personally found that people that do that try to come try other people don't know who they are. And so they need to try to come for other people only if they can sense that they also don't know who they are. And instead of doing that work internally, to figure that out, it's easier to project it outwardly on somebody else in the form of conflict and strife and creating stress for others. And it becomes this feedback loop because people can kind of suck that energy in and it's satiating when you can't generate that type of satisfaction for yourself in healthier, more balanced ways. So I feel as if also this person in this situation may have been in a space where they felt like they were kind of being agitated and like cutting people down. And I know like I just kind of got into the energy myself. I totally relate to this. So I'll just say that. And because they were not allowing their story to come out and they felt like they had this energy within them that wanted to come out. It could have been also their inner child. I feel like it's this protection of that aspect of ourselves that we want to show and that we want to share, but at a very early age, it's constantly being, kind of attacked and pushed down so that we don't feel as if we can show up fully for who we are. And I feel like you might have had this energy where it was changing your personality and making you way more aggressive, way more hostile than what you would have been had you felt as if you were able to be who you fully were. Particularly if you had people that were like coming for you and trying you all the time because they could sense that you were not showing up in your truest sense of who you were. And so you had to develop this kind of characteristic, this personality trait in order to just exist and subsist in an environment that was hostile to you. Okay. So yeah, so I feel as if what you've done is that you've gone against the established order of what you had kind of set up in your life, this paradigm that you had been a part of, that you had kind of followed. This could have been like a religious ideology. It could have been like a family structure or something. But the main thing that I'm getting here with the Hierophant in reverse is that it had to do with structure and order that you had kind of bought into, that you had kind of pushed yourself down for in order to show up so that others would not feel threatened by you. And you've kind of let it go. You're no longer kind of following the pack. You're going to find the key within yourself as opposed to kind of groveling at the feet of others who are going to then maybe not give you a key. And that way that you can basically live your best life. And that's what I'm seeing here. And then as a result of that, with this Knight of Cups here, I feel as if you are coming into environments where people have more of this Knight of Cup energy. They're bringing you cups instead of swords. And, swords are not always bad, but like sometimes you'd rather have a cup. If you're a person that's, thirsty and wanting to be around more calming and cool nurturing energies. And I feel like that's what I'm picking up here. Not thirst in the sense of the negative. Although I do feel like that term, the way that it's used with the negative connotation of it, is really, maybe an offensive way of talking about people who really just need some type of nurturing. They want some type of emotional connection, and they may not be getting it. Because even in the Bible, when they're talking about the story of Jesus and he was on the cross and being crucified, he says, I thirst. He was thirsty. And I feel like that was metaphorical and also literal. So I feel like you're being brought cups as a result of this. I feel like you have the capacity to bring cups, and then you're also next to a stream where you can go actually fill your cup up on your own if you need to, as a result of showing up fully as who you are. I feel like it's basically, vibing your tribe. Okay. Let's do a mermaid, because we were talking about water so much, and that kind of being something that maybe we weren't getting. So let's see what the mermaids have to say. Okay, music for manifesting. It says to manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, or sing. So this could be something that's very helpful for you as well, as you continue to kind of shift your energy around, is listen to music that's very uplifting, music that really speaks to whatever mood that you're in. Sometimes a trick that I like to do is like I allow a song or an idea to kind of flow in my head, and I'll get one. And then sometimes that leads to another, and it leads to another, and it leads to another. And as I'm listening to the lyrics and listening to the music, it's also speaking to me, because it's almost like music is its own oracle in that way. For me, sometimes that's why sometimes like I'll mix music to go with tarot cards that I pull. It's almost like its own oracle. So I feel like that's what that's saying for you. Or if you happen to be listening to the radio and something pops on, and if it's resonating with you, like really listen to what's being said, and there might be something in that for you. Okay. All right. So let's go on to another situation. Okay. All right. Okay, this card has been coming up so much. Okay, now it's in the reverse. I feel like this person in this situation is not feeling very connected. I feel like to their intuition, like there's something that's separate within them. I'm hearing like the voice of God versus their intuition. So it's like this sense of like connecting to who they truly are and allowing themselves to really get information from that. Is like there's a disconnect with that. All right, I feel as if this person may have been in an energy of maybe being in conflict, or having a lot of different people in their ear telling them what it is that they should do. And because of that, that might be the reason why this person is feeling conflicted, like they can't trust their own inner wisdom, because they've had too many people trying to push their will upon them, or trying to have them do what it is that they're wanting them to do. So, all right. And then with the Four of Wands, I feel as if this has to do with breaking down some type of familial foundation. This could be a marriage. It could have been around for maybe 4 to 5 years. And it's perhaps, this person is wanting to separate. And as a result of that, there's a lot of chatter around that, and people that are just saying a lot of different things that's causing confusion for this individual. Overall, I'm picking up that there's this need to come out of energies of strife, just not wanting to deal with drama, not wanting to deal with chaos and conflict, feeling as if the people that are here that are causing more of the problems need to have a conflict or problem to talk about or to be stressed over, more so than the people that are actually in it. That's what I'm hearing. All right. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse. I feel like this individual is totally withdrawn from it. Like they really just want to be on their own, to the point of like just being super selfish with their time, super selfish with their energy, not really, worrying about, who's trying to come for what. Like I feel like they are okay with, I feel like this person doesn't know what's even going on. I feel like they're not even attached to it. Like if there's all this stuff going on about it, this person is so far off in their own blissful world about it because their bliss comes from being separated from this and not being in the drama of it. I don't feel like it has anything to do with the relationship itself, but once I pull these cards, I'll see it. I feel like it's more so the drama that's surrounding it that they're happy to be away from. I don't pick up that this person is just like, oh, I don't care about the relationship, or I just didn't, whatever. It's more so everything that came with it that was external. And it really feels unhealthy. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel as if this is definitely, this person is in hermit energy. They're trying to get some alone time, really look deep within themselves. There may have also been like some secrets that were involved, or things that were kind of cloaked or hidden behind closed doors that were not known. I feel as if, yeah, and this person is kind of looking away from that. I feel like there was just a lot of stuff that was going on that was known, that people were talking about. There could be gossip about things that were secret and it was talked about, and that's why this person is looking away. The bird on this card has like a hood over its head. And to me, this is like, usually birds bring messages. And so with it being cloaked over its head, it's like the person doesn't even want to get a message from the bird. They don't even want to hear it. That's how over it that this person is. Yeah. And with the King of Swords, you know, this person, I feel like they really made a solid decision to walk away and end something. And, you know, they're just very logical and to the point about it. I feel like it was the logical thing to do. There's not a lot of emotion in it. I don't see any cups out here. It's all pentacles and swords and wands. Even the Hermit has like this massive wand, and I feel like it's probably the most level-headed in the situation. Although I'm also picking up that this Hermit may have been the one with the secrets and is being quiet while all this stuff is going on the outside, because they know what the actual drama is and they're keeping it to themselves, you know, which is probably the most decent thing to do. Here we have the Magician underneath here. So, you know, this is, to me, this is the card of using all the elements to make something that you want. And I feel like what's happening is that in the situation, I feel like the different individuals that are in this are using the situation to kind of do some inner and outer alchemy to change the situation into what it is that they actually want to deal with, so that they can move forward and just not have to deal with the energies of all this drama and stuff, because I'm really picking up that strongly. Let's do a bird message, just because we were talking about that earlier. The bird popped out again. All right, we have the Cardinal. Okay. It says, stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. So yes, I feel like, you know, in the situation, I feel like the people that were actually involved are taking leadership roles in their own lives to move forward, so that they don't have to deal with the drama and chaos that might be swirling around them. And they're basically using, like I said, their own inner and outer alchemy to move forward and, you know, not allow this to cause them to get caught up in the distractions that are going on. I feel like they're moving forward, and just because it's the most logical thing to do to transform it. King of Swords here has a butterfly at the top of his head. So it's kind of like coming out of a cocoon. Maybe in the situation, they were caterpillars, and now they've kind of blossomed into butterflies through this kind of chaotic transformation situation here. Okay. And moving forward. All right, definitely in alignment with what's going on with the energies. Let's do another. Maybe this will be the last one. All right, we have the Sun card. All right. Let the sun shine in. I've been listening to that song so much, by the Fifth Dimension. Age of Aquarius is an awesome song. You should look it up if you've never heard it before. So this person, I feel like, is really allowing themselves to, I mean, I'm seeing the energy of children too. Like, I feel like this person is just, I feel like they are connecting with their inner child. I feel like they are feeling more connected, if they have children, to their children. I feel as if this person is just coming alive, because it's just time for people to come alive. I feel like we've been in very heavy endings. lots of deep transformations. And usually when that happens, it's bringing in a new energy that's bringing things to life. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles upright. So for me, upright, this is a person who is very much, they're fruitful. They're comfortable with what it is that they have. I feel like, slow and steady is winning the race for them. They're not like feeling a lot of anxiety or feeling harried by the world around them. They're just kind of chilling and enjoying the fruit of their labors that they've already put in, and just kind of maybe even disconnecting a bit from the world and kind of being like in their own little bubble, but it's very comfortable for them and they're able to do that. That's what I'm picking up here. So I feel like this is a very contented person. All right. All right, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I feel like this person may have had a lot of misfortune in the past, certainly may have been struggling with their own inner demons that were kind of expressing themselves outwardly in their environment and the types of situations that they were coming into. And I feel like some of this was karmic, that these were parts of karmic cycles that were coming up and they just kind of kept coming up. But I feel like this was literally written in their personal book of life and they kind of had to go through it. I feel like they had a Kundalini awakening through this situation, and it's kind of allowed their energy to rise in a way that now they're able to kind of get more control over it and use it to kind of manifest what it is that they want in their life, as opposed to it kind of being all over the place and creating a lot of chaos. All right. Justice. So yeah, I feel like this person having peace and kind of getting where they feel as if they are where they want to be at is the karmic scales balancing themselves out on their behalf. Like I have this theory about karma and the energies that move around. And it's really that it's not so much about right or wrong, or if somebody did someone wrong or right. It's about the energy that's put out and the fact that that energy has to go through something or someone. And I also believe that these energies don't always go through the right people. The balancing of the energy is just balancing of the energy, and it's not personal. If that energy can connect, or if you're on the vibration of something, then you could catch that energy too. That's what I feel like. However, in this situation, I feel as if this person may have found themselves on both sides of that, where they put energy out and they were receiving it back. And also, I feel like this person was catching energies that were put out that did not belong to them, and they were dealing with it. And I feel like all of those energies are being balanced in this situation. And because of that, that is why this person feels comfortable being in their own bubble, because they really just don't want to be interconnected with a lot of nonsense or things that they know are going to lead to toxic, traumatizing karmic cycles that then they have to walk through and then walk themselves back out of. I feel like that's what's happening with that. So, all right, with the Chariot in reverse, I definitely feel as if this person, like we said, they may not have been able to kind of keep a good balance on the direction that they were moving in, kind of like their energy was all over the place. And as a result, it ended up in them kind of manifesting this, misfortune and bad fortune. However, now that this person is kind of aware, they can look back over and kind of see what they've already been through and see what they've learned from that. And they know what to not do. I feel like this person just literally, like if they had a garden, they would sit in their garden and just sip their wine. Kind of like, I keep seeing this meme about Baby Boy, and they're like, oh, I know why, Jodie's mama would just sit in her garden and sip wine. When that movie came out, a lot of people were kind of younger, depending on your demographic. I know I was. And then when you get older, you start to get it. She literally sat there, she planted her flowers, planted her tomatoes, got her stuff set up. And once it had grown up and stuff, she went and got a chair and a table and sat down and drank a glass of wine. And there's just so much contentment and power in that. And it's just putting in the effort to grow the things and learn from what you've done, and weed your garden, fertilize your garden, grow your stuff. And when you're done, you can enjoy the product of that. I don't think she grew the grapes, but in this card, there are grapes. So I feel like this person is going to drink the wine or the essence of what it is that she sowed into. All right. And is cognizantly aware of how the law of cause and effect comes into play. And it's not going to try to sow seeds that, she doesn't want to have to drink a bitter cup from. All right. With the King of Wands in reverse here, I feel like, again, this is like not taking action with things that are going to lead to bad karma or bad drama. This also could be a significator of a male, a King of Wands energy. And it could be, with this like lizard here, it could be like, I'm not going to deal with people who are kind of like lower vibrational males. She's not going to enter into situationships or things that are going to lead to bad karma or go into cycles that are not going to serve her, I feel like, if you look at it that way. All right. Yeah. And then at the bottom, we have the Magician in reverse. Again, I feel like this is about manifesting things that you don't want to kind of manifest, using all of the different elements and kind of alchemizing all of that into more nonsense. Because, when you have nonsense and stuff, you can fix it up a little bit and make it a little bit better. But sometimes it's just going to make more nonsense. And I feel like this person is done with that. And they're moving out of that cycle and moving forward into a more fruitful, sweet, or fragrant quality wine of a life that they're going to sip out of their cup. Okay. Let's do an abundance card, because to me, this just is all about abundance. That's what this one is about. All right. So we have organize for success. All right. It says, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Again, we were talking about this book of life, like each of these creatures on these four corners. These creatures are each also on the world card as well. I feel like this person is looking back over what they've already done and learning the lessons from that, and really trying to plan how to move forward so that they don't repeat the same things and they don't have the same, make the same mistakes, because they already kind of know what works and what doesn't. And they're trying to plan for the future that they want to live. Okay. All right. Let's stop there. All right. And that will be our reading for this full moon in Sagittarius. I wish you all the best, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.